What's going on, YouTube? I've been trying to figure out ways that whenever I get thoughts in my head to start recording so that way I can get my thoughts off. So I'm out running errands, but I just wanted to talk about a few things that have been going on lately that should be shocking to people, but also be an eye-opener and an opportunity for you to kind of change how you've been proceeding about taking care of your business. So as of right now, the government's been shut down for about 24, 25 days. And there's a lot of reports that there are going to be people that are going to be losing government benefits, whether that's SNAP, food stamps, welfare, things of that nature. And then, of course, you'll have the other things that occur during a government shutdown where you'll start to see some TSA agents being furloughed, or some of those folks just not even coming to work because they're not getting paid, and other federal workers. And one of the things that I really started to think about was that there are way too many people that depend on the federal government. Now, I know that there are some people that it's a requirement for them at this time. They don't have any other choice, at least at this particular point in time. But I think that this could be used as an opportunity for people to see and to understand that you can't depend on the government to take care of you. And that's one of the biggest reasons of why I started investing on my YouTube channel back in January of 2024. I started investing $5 every single day with the hopes that people would come understand that investing in the stock market is actually a lot easier than you think it is, and to show people that it is a pathway to build wealth. Now, it's not the only way to build wealth, but it's one of the best ways because it has the lowest barrier to entry. I mean, what other things can you invest just $5 into that you can actually use as a building block for your financial future? So that's one of the things that I was thinking about. And then I think that a lot of people that are depending on government assistance or have a government job that is being impacted by the shutdown, this is your opportunity to go out there and get into a new field. And you don't want to put your livelihood in the hands of the federal government, because let's face it, every 4 to 6 years, it seems like whenever there's a balance of power in the House or the Senate, or they're at odds with what the president wants to do, regardless of what your political affiliation is, that this is used as a tool to kind of get what you want. Now, I'm a firm believer of, I don't think the government should ever be shut down under any instances. I don't think that this should be used as a bargaining chip or a mechanism. I mean, we elect people to go and hold these offices, and we expect them to act as adults and do what's best for the country. Now, of course, there are two major parties, and they may not always agree on what's best for the country, but there has to be some sort of compromise. And typically that doesn't happen because it's usually the loudest people on either party, the right or the left, that seem to have a chokehold on the U.S. government. So when times like this happen, and it's hard for people, I get it. I think this is an opportunity for you to reevaluate and reassess where you stand, not only from a financial perspective, but from a career perspective as well. If I were a federal employee or my job was being impacted by what's going on in Washington, D.C., the very first thing that I would be doing is looking to change careers. I'd go into the private field, or I would try to start my own business. And one of the things that I would really start to look into, and one of the things I really am looking into right now, that I really want to invest my time, effort, and energy in, is learning AI. I mean, that's the space where I think there's so much opportunity for future potential growth. And that's where I'm going to be spending a lot of my time, effort, and energy. And a lot of the money that I set aside to invest in myself is going to be used to learn AI. Now, I've been using AI for a while. I really like it, but there's so much more to learn about that, especially on the prompt side. But if I were a federal employee, that's where I would be looking. I'd be looking to get into the AI space and the IT space and really understanding that so I could have the skills that will be marketable for what companies are going to be looking for in the future. So if you haven't had an opportunity to check out the daily investment challenges that I'm doing right now on my YouTube channel, make sure you check those out. I go in, I have 3 ETF/index funds that I'm investing in every single day, various amounts. I'm investing in VOO, SCHD, and VGT. And I'm investing various amounts in those. And I'm also just started investing in Bitcoin. I dropped my very first update on how my Bitcoin investment is doing last week. So make sure you check that out as well. But this is the perfect time for you to jump in. There's no excuses. There's no better time than to learn how to take control of your financial future than now. If this government shutdown has not taught you anything, if you're someone that's depending on welfare, SNAP benefits, anything from the federal government, this right here should be an indicator that this can and will happen again. And off the top of my head, I can't remember the last time the government has been shut down this long. I'm sure that this isn't a record, but this is something that can happen. You never want to put yourself in a position to where your livelihood is being controlled by someone else. So let this be a lesson, right? Never put yourself in a position to where any outside entity can have any control over your livelihood. That's why I would never take a job for the federal government. And that's why that I work so hard in my 20s and in my 30s to not be in a position to where I need federal assistance. Now, that's not to say that if you need federal assistance that you're doing something bad, but it's situations like this that really open my eyes and should open your eyes that, you know, this can and will happen at any given time. And you don't want to be putting yourself at the mercy of somebody else. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you guys think. Thanks for checking out the video, and I'll see you next time.